We are about four and a half weeks out from the Western Powerlifting Championships. For those of you that don't know, I'll be using this total as a qualifying total to get to qualify for the next World Championships in Lithuania, June of this year. So my goal is to really win this thing and improve on my total from the North American Championships. So today I am benching. This is my second bench of 3 during the week. And so I'm going to take you through my bench, come bench with me. And while I do that, we're also going to give you some tips and tricks. I want to talk a little bit about things I've implemented to help improve my bench. So hopefully I can also help you improve your bench. Let's get going. When warming up, I usually like to start with the bar just to get some blood moving. I usually do jumps like the bar, 135, 225, 275, 85 range, and then 315. And then depending on what I need to do for my working sets. I think today we have triples at around, I need to double check, I think it's the 345 range. So let's drive into it. Question I often get from people is, how do I know when to increase the frequency of my bench press? And really it depends. If you are a beginner who's still making progress, you're probably good to keep doing what you're doing right now. If you're, getting to that intermediate stage or you're finding you're hitting a plateau, then I'd say a good thing to do would be increase the frequency of your bench. For example, I personally bench 3 times, and often I find a lot of people don't actually have enough bench frequency to see improvements when they get to a certain point. If you're only benching 1 time a week, I'd try experimenting with benching 2 times a week, try 3 times a week. You have some elite lifters who are actually benching anywhere from 4 to 6 times a week. So it really depends on the individual, but you want to try and find the balance where you're getting enough volume and frequency in your workouts to actually see improvement in the lift. Now, not only frequency, but the intensity also matters. I found a lot of people end up running into a brick wall. Especially, I find this a lot more with beginners who try and max out almost every single time they go to train. An analogy I like to look at is, it's kind of like in school. If you fail a test and absolutely bomb a test or exam in school, and you don't go back to study, rewrite that exam, chances are you're probably going to fail. So what happens with individuals who are constantly failing on their big compounds, whether it's bench, squats, or deads, and then you keep retrying that, big lift week after week without actually getting more training volume in, you're probably going to keep failing, because similar to that school example, when you go to lifting, you got to accumulate more volume over time in order to help realize your strength when you go to test. So get that volume in your training blocks and build up to a point where you can peak in order to test your strength. Alright, so now let's get onto my working sets comparison. So I got a 6x3 at 345 pounds. I'm not going to lie, I was a little tired today, but we're going to look at my first set moves versus how my very last set moves. Let me know in the comments what you think, and let's take it. Numero 1. Felt it could have moved a lot better. We'll improve it as the sets go on. Alright, so there you have it. There's set 1 and 6. What do you think? Do you think I kept the RP pretty consistent, stayed under 8? In my head, I think they fell to around 7. I think I would have had about 3 more reps in the tank, definitely. On some of my earlier sets, I think maybe even pushed into RP 6. But either way, I think I kept under 8, which was my goal. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and benching with me today. I hope you found this video valuable. As always, train hard, train smart, see results. And also, be sure to check kfmerch.com for lots of new designs and drops. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to subscribe and follow my journey, and I will catch you next time.